Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hearthstone. Today we're going to be continuing to check out the Kobolds and Catacombs expansion, this time with our second match of our budget Midrange Hunter deck. This deck has performed very well so far, definitely impressed with our first match. If you missed it, be sure to check out yesterday's episode. This deck definitely can hold its own against some of the current meta decks, especially the control ones, since it has quite a bit of aggression for a mid-range deck, which is, I guess, to be expected of Hunter. It has a lot of strong early game pushes with some cards like Houndmaster, Dire Mole, Crackling Razor Maw, pretty much everything you know, Scavenging Hyena, and then has a very strong kind of end game push with a pair of Savannah Highmanes, a couple of Bonemares, and just some good end game removal cards like Hunter's Mark comboing with Candleshot, which is very strong. That said, let's go ahead and jump in and see if we can get our second win.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Alrighty, looks like for our second match we are going to be taking on a mage, which is actually a little bit nerve-wracking because Secret Mage is pretty good against this, but if we can rush fast enough, we might be okay. This is not the most promising hand, though, I'll be honest. I'm never a fan of Hunter's Mark in opening hand. That's okay, though. We got Animal Companion and Eagle Horn, which are some very strong early game kind of value cards. Animal Companion, great. Eagle Horn Bow, fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't have any secrets in this deck to give us some additional charges. It's just a Fiery War Axe. Geez, maybe we will win this match if this mage doesn't want to show up. It's fine with me. I don't want to play a mage right now, especially if it's one running Alyaneth. Drive me crazy. What you got, mage? Come on, give me a good draw. That is not a bad draw, but it's certainly not what I was looking for. It's a little rough not to have an opening turn with this deck, just because we have 6 turn 1 plays. That's okay. Next turn, we have the ultimate fallback, a great hero power, which is fine, and then turn 3, we'll probably go for Bear Shark against Mage, but we'll have to see, because if they have a good board, I don't really want to play Bear Shark. It kind of wastes the Shroud ability, the prevention of targeting by spells and hero powers. If he goes heavy on the board, I'll probably go Animal Companion in hopes of getting a Misha. Get that taunt. Although, I'll be honest, it seems like I have like a 70% chance of getting Hogger, or whatever that dude's name is. It's a little too easy for him to snipe the Crackling Razor Maw for it to be worth playing just to counter the Mana Worm here. The only concern being now I do kind of have to go Animal Companion next turn. Or, I guess actually better yet, I'll just Eagle Horn Bow. He's probably going to play a spell to try and build up his worm right off the bat. Oh, going for the double. He is going for the double. Yes, we will definitely be Eagle Horn Bowing. Can't let him just keep capitalizing on that. It sucks that he was able to hit us for 6 in 2 turns, but I'm not too worried. It's unlikely he's running Mirror Entity, but there's a decent chance that's an Explosive Runes. Unfortunately, we can't really play around that right now. So I'm just going to lay an Animal Companion. It's not a counterspell, it's not an Explosive Runes. Nice. I guess it could still be Explosive Runes because that only triggers when you summon a minion, right? Or play a minion, exactly. Oh. Fine, I didn't want to use Misha anyways. Jerk. I'm gonna go for Bear Shark and tempted to Crackling Razor Maw here. Oh, he got the Explosive Runes. Well, now I definitely won't Crackling Razor Maw. We'll shoot him. Man, this is a weird game. Usually Mage, especially Secret Mage, does not get such a nice curve this early on. It's just wiping my board every time I try to do something. It's a good thing we're playing a tempo deck and not just a face deck here. Although we are kind of running out of options here. Jeez, man. Well, I'm going to go for another Bear Shark because I kind of got it. No, we'll go for Savannah Highmane. So if it is another Explosive Runes, we'll at least get to keep our... No, okay, good. that is most likely a counterspell then, which is actually not too bad for us since we have a Hunter's Mark in hand. I'll probably just Hunter's Mark this thing next turn and then Flanking Strike it. Try and bait out the counterspell. Oh yeah, one of those is 100% a counterspell. Yeah, we're definitely...
I'm late. I'm late.
Oh. What a weird turnaround here. Well, we got a Hunter's Mark, and then, what, Flanking Strike? Let's see, Hunter's Mark, Flanking Strike is 5 mana, then I have 2 more for Crackling Razor Maw. That's worth it. Let's find out. It is a counterspell. That's okay. We'll be fine. Go for Crackling Razor Maw, see what we get. +3 attack is pretty nice. Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, also nice, but against this board, not as nice. That's not that good for him. It's not really terrible either, but it's not that good. And then we'll Flanking Strike to remove this and keep a minion on the board. And it's fairly unlikely that he's going to be running like Flame Strike, so I think we're okay as far as like AoE board clears go. We are going to lose our 9/5 this turn, I'm sure, but that's okay. What? Okay. Interesting. I'm not really sure how to respond to that. I think I want to split my power here a little bit. So what we're going to do is Bonemare this guy. Unfortunately, that does leave him at 1 HP, and that is almost definitely an ice block, which means he has another 2 turns at least to live. But now we have a taunt, so that's something at least. Ooh, that's dangerous. Fortunately, we can afford to make trades right now, much more so than he can. Plus, there's a chance that that's a counter spell. He may just be playing out his whole hand here. Now, we are going to lose our 7/6, but we can still make good trades to remove his ability to kill us next turn. Nope, he did not, in fact, have the ice block. Yeah, don't be a poor sport. Alright, there you have it. Even with their strong opener there, we were able to come back around and actually kind of dominate that mage at the end of the game. There you have it. I mean, that's a tempo deck for you, right? We don't need that early game as long as we keep that momentum going. Got to keep up the tempo. If you guys enjoyed this match, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below so that I know. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.